Hey guys, it is time to talk about the iPhone SE, and I just want to share my experience with you guys overall, what it's been like, after spending $450. Of course, I have paid tax. What it feels like after spending that much money on this new iPhone SE special edition or stupid edition, whatever you want to call it. So a lot of negativity is going around about this phone. And first of all, if we talk about that whether it is worth upgrading from something like the iPhone SE, or iPhone 6 actually. A lot of people have iPhone 6 and they are thinking about upgrading to iPhone SE. Basically the iPhone SE, if you don't know, it's actually having the same design as the iPhone 5S, so design of old times and the internals of new times. So we have Apple A9 chipset, 12 megapixel camera on the back. And that's pretty much it. The front camera is still the same, I think 1.2 or 1.7, I don't know. But yeah, it's less than 2 megapixels. So yeah, you're not going to get that much good selfies. And it's a selfie age. A lot of people love to take selfies. And personally, I use front camera more than the back camera, So yeah, it's a pretty bad thing for me actually, and for those people who take a lot of selfies. So, basically, if you have the iPhone 6 or iPhone 6s, I don't think so there's going to be any sort of upgrade or, it's actually a downgrade, Those people who want a 4-inch phone, like a really small phone, and they have really small hand and they just hate big phones, then they can buy the iPhone SE. Otherwise, I don't see any point of buying this phone, And at the price of iPhone SE, there are a lot of great options out there. Of course, I'm going to be doing comparisons and speed tests and all that, but a lot of great smartphones out there. Nexus 5X is currently selling really well. The price has gone down. It's about like $300. Of course, with tax, of course, I'm talking about where I live. So, it's really difficult. It's not an upgrade. Again, those people who are still using iPhone 5S and, those people who are still using 5th generation iPhones, that can be an upgrade. But again, if you are using 6th generation iPhone 6 or 6s, then don't buy the iPhone SE. It's basically a downgrade. So let's move the iPhone 6 to the side. For $400, Apple is selling the 16 gigabyte variant, which is again a bad thing because out of 16 gigabyte you get around I'm just going to show you here if I just quickly unlock my phone. And out of 16 gigabyte you get like 11 point something. And I have recorded some 4K videos. I've installed some high-end HD games. So I'm just going to show you guys after that installation, almost like 6 gigabyte is available. So I think it's pretty low, I haven't installed Facebook or any other application because when you install Facebook and if you install other social networks, and they start to take up a lot of space, after you use them. Their size can go all the way up to like 1 gigabyte or something like that. So yeah, memory is going to be a big issue for a lot of people if they buy the 16 gigabyte variant. Again, for 64 gigabyte, you have to spend like $600, and again, $600 you can spend it on an iPhone 6s or maybe even a Note 5. Where I live, I can buy a Note 5 for that price, which also has 32 gigabyte of internal memory. And Note 5 is a great phone. And personally, I have phones from 4.7-inch screen size to all the way up to 6-inch. I even have a 6-inch phone, which is Huawei Mate 8. So, after buying this phone, it felt really weird, but certainly a really small phone. 4-inch is extremely small. Even a Xperia Z5 Compact is a bigger phone than this one. 4.5 still pretty much usable. 4-inch is really small. Again, like I said, special people, special phone. So build quality is decent, of course. I like the build quality actually. It's great. You get gloss and metal finish, and then rose gold color also looks pretty cool. So design-wise, it's great. If we talk about the software, of course, iOS 9.3 is actually running, so pretty smooth. Like I said, same internals as the Apple iPhone 6s. You get your Apple A9 chipset. You get 2 gigs of RAM. You don't really get the 3D touch, okay? But yeah, that's something that is not kind of a big deal. But yeah, the screen, of course, 4-inch. It's a Retina display. Quality is great, but the size is too small. And performance is a high-end performance. Benchmark results are amazing, actually on par with the iPhone 6s. And I'm going to be doing some speed tests and to find out actually, if the benchmark results actually translate into real-life performance or not. And also, if you talk about the camera, camera is decent. Again, same camera, 12 megapixel sensor of the iPhone 6s is now on the iPhone SE, which you can use to record 4K videos. Camera UI, normal iOS camera photo app, pretty easy to use. And then also you can switch to front camera and capture selfies and all that. And again, the front camera is a big blow to this will going to affect their sales a lot, because the front camera is ridiculous, because we are in 2016 and almost every phone out there has at least 5 megapixel front camera. So yeah, front camera is a joke, gotta say that. And then also we get the Touch ID, which is surprisingly good, fast, has improved a lot. And also, power button is now on the front. There's also a little bit of change on the Apple logo. And again, overall, they tried to make it like an iPhone 6s, but still they missed out on some of the most important things, like the front camera. One thing I liked here is that it charges up really fast, even if you connect it to the laptop, and the battery life, people ask me about the battery life of this device. It's pretty solid. And of course, 4-inch display is not going to take a lot of all those pixels. The display is not that high end, so the battery will not going to drain that much fast compared to phones like the S7 or the S7 Edge. But again, it's a good phone overall, but I don't think so that you should consider buying this phone if you have iPhone 6 or if you only those people who need a really small device can buy this phone. Otherwise, it's kind of a waste. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my thoughts. That's my full review. I don't really want to get into more deep. Of course, you're gonna see all the speed tests and other comparisons, and maybe a separate video for the battery life also. And battery life, like I said, it charges up faster, and it should be able to give you 1 day of usage easily, because I don't see the battery drainage that much on this one compared to the iPhone 6s. I'm pretty sure that's battery going to be better than the iPhone 6 or maybe even 6s. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what kind of videos that you guys want to see, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.